If you think high ticket clients want fancy websites, complex funnels, or more features, you're already behind. High ticket clients don't care about aesthetics, they don't care about buzzwords, and they definitely don't care about how much effort you put in. In this video, I'm breaking down what high ticket clients actually want in 2026 based on real conversations, real deals, and real money. If you want clients who pay more, stay longer, and you don't have to micromanage, pay attention. I'm ranking these based on what closes deals faster, what keeps clients long term, and what justifies higher retainers, and what will separate amateurs from professionals. This is not theory, this is what high ticket clients respond to right now. Number one is going to be clarity over complexity. High ticket clients want clarity, not more options. They don't want 10 services, 20 deliverables, or a confusing explanation. They simply want to know one thing. How does this make me more money? If you can clearly explain what you do, who is it for, and the outcome, you're already ahead of 90% of the people. Simple message, clear results, clean execution. That's what sells in 2026. To give you a breakdown, I work with concrete contractors and I help them get more qualified booked estimates on a daily basis. Who is it for? Concrete contractors. What do I do? Help them qualify more booked estimates on a daily basis. So that right there answers the three. What do I do? Who is it for? And what's the outcome? Now, number two is going to be outcomes, not services. High ticket clients buy outcomes, not services. They don't want website ads, automations. They want more calls, better leads, and predictable growth. The moment you stop saying, I build websites, and start saying, I help businesses get more qualified leads, your positioning changes. Sell the results and deliver the system. And let me break this down. For example, when I started, I was over explaining what all the features of the website would do. The clients really didn't care much about it. Once again, all they care about is, how will this make me more money? So you break down the outcome, you sell the outcome, not the website. With this website, it'll help you generate an extra 15 to 30 leads every single month. Why? Because it's properly SEO optimized. It's going to help you rank higher on Google, and it has a clear form where people can fill out the form. And then from there, that form is backed up with automation. So that way it goes to you and the lead, and both of you guys are in touch instantly. This is going to automatically generate 15 to 30 more leads, which can lead to anywhere from 5 to 10 extra projects a month. We have a clear outcome. Now the contractor hearing not just a website that's going to be sitting there pretty looking nice, but knowing that it has a clear outcome from them potentially being able to close 5 to 10 extra jobs, that's what they're going to listen to, and that's what they're going to respond to. Now, number three is confidence without ego. High ticket clients can smell insecurity instantly, but they also hate arrogance. What they want is just calm confidence. And that simply looks like not over explaining, not justifying your prices, and not chasing approval. You don't need hype, you need certainty. If you believe your solution works, they will too. If you're there just trying to sell them something that you're not even confident on yourself, they will see that. They will be able to tell that you're not even confident on your own system. If you lowball yourself, if you pitch, let's say $6,000 up front, and then you go to $2,000 up front, where's the $4,000 value that just dropped? You stay firm on your price. You explain exactly the outcome. That's why I also talked about niches on a prior YouTube video. If you haven't looked at it, go check it out. And I talk about why choosing the right niche makes sense. For example, if you built a site, once again, that generates an extra 5 to 10 potential jobs a month, and they're even able to just get one singular job. Let's say that job is tied into a pool contractor in the pool niche, in the pool building industry niche. That one pool can be anywhere from 80 to 100,000. Let's say profit-wise, they take anywhere from 20 to 30,000. Think about that. Whenever you're dropping a $6,000 upfront payment and then $3,000 a month, one single job just generated them 30,000. Do you think that makes sense? It obviously does. It has paid itself 3 to 4 to 5 times over already. Now, this also comes with you building trust with your clients. That's why the WAAS model works the best. Whenever you're able to get clients on low upfront costs, build them a site, and you're able to build trust, and you're able to show that you're the expert in your industry, you're able to upsell these high ticket services that will make sense for them. If they've seen that the website already worked and you want to later on upsell ads and SEO, they will be able to trust you and be confident with it. And to be fair, confidence just comes with repetition. It doesn't happen overnight. For example, if you just go to the gym for 1 week, you will not have a six-pack within just 1 week if you're just starting off. Everything is just repetition. The more reps and the more confident you are, the higher ticket you'll be able to sell. Now, number four is simplicity and speed. In 2026, time is the real currency. High ticket clients want fast onboarding, simple communication, and fewer meetings. They don't want long calls every single week. They want systems that run without them even having to think about it. The easier you make their life, the more they will pay and the longer they will stay. With our current clients right now, all our team and our management does is send them a weekly report of how their odds are performing, the amount of leads, the amount spent, the cost per lead, and then we just ask them simply what leads are closing, which ones are not, so we're up to date with it. We're not having to telling them, Hey, hop on a call every single week. Simplicity as well with the onboarding. Make the onboarding super simple. Send out an onboarding form. They fill it out. You take care of the rest. Don't have them side by side because once again, the contractors, they're busy. Think about it. If they're a high ticket client, they're paying all this money. They're busy as well. Their time is very valuable. So you don't want them to be there holding their time, building a website side by side. You want to make it as simple as possible. Simple scales, fancy fails. That is the name of the game. And I see a lot of agency owners come across this where they try to build out all this complexity stuff, all this custom stuff. And it honestly, 90% of the time it flops because it's not simple. They try to overcomplicate things, overstress things, and the clients just feel confused. They don't have clarity of what's currently going on. If, for example, I'll break this down. I just closed a $6,000 client. All I simply did was build organic and paid traffic. We set up his Google My Business. We built him out a website. We're doing SEO. We're running his paid ads. We set up his Facebook profile. All he had to simply do was fill out a form. He got on a call with the team, which we don't do really onboarding calls. We do something called expectation calls, setting proper expectations for the journey ahead, letting them know that they're not going to become rich overnight. Now, this is another very important thing that I'll be talking about, expectations with clients. Because, for example, look at it like this. If you go to a movie theater and you're watching a movie and the beginning of the movie is very bad, but the ending is amazing, you'll typically take the ending home, which was an amazing ending. You're going to think it's an amazing movie. But vice versa. Let's say you start off the movie with a very, very, very exciting, you start off the movie very exciting and the ending is horrible. You'll probably take home a horrible ending. Same thing here with clients when you set expectations. Let me break that down. If you set expectations with a client that, hey, we'll be able to get you leads right away, everything will go good, and not everything goes good the first one because first one's typically testing, the client's going to think that you're horrible, that you just lied to him, that you didn't, it's bad, and they're probably going to leave. Compared to if you tell the client, hey, the first month is testing, don't expect to become rich the first month. We'll still see some leads come in, but I can't say that we're going to be closing projects the first month. We have to optimize. And you tell him that, but in the first month, he does end up closing 2 to 3 jobs. You're going to look like an expert. You're going to look amazing. They're going to see, hey, he was set, his standards very low. He still closed some jobs. That skyrocketed his standards. Like, dang, these guys are great. And that's what will keep clients on for a lifetime. Now, number 5, low friction start. High ticket doesn't mean higher pressure. In fact, it's the opposite. They want low commitment to start, clear expectations, and an easy yes. That's why month-to-month offers, simple onboarding, and clear next steps convert better than long contracts up front. Trust first, scale later. And that's what we do with all our clients. Let me break this down. Whenever we're selling high ticket services, sometimes we sell retainers for $2,000 per month. I've sold in $6,000 up front, $7.5K up front, $15K up front. But some of the things that I've noticed that work the best as well is just breaking down a retainer. Let's say we charge $2,000 monthly. One thing that I've noticed is $1,000 to get started, $1,000 in 2 weeks once we're live, and then just breaking the $2,000 bi-weekly. So $1,000 every 2 weeks instead of it being $2,000 every single month. This has helped us increase our retention rate very, very highly because the client almost doesn't feel the expense compared to if he's getting all these leads, he's closing these jobs, and we're only charging $1,000 bi-weekly. It literally creates a night and day difference, and clients stay on way longer with that. Now, number 6 is someone who thinks like a business owner. High ticket clients don't just want freelancers; they want partners. Someone who understands ROI, cash flow, and long-term growth. When you talk like a business owner and not a technician, you get treated like one. This alone is what separates low-ticket clients from high-ticket clients. For example, with that same $6,000 concrete contract that I closed for $6,000 up front, I know that they're going to need cash flow. He's already working on a lot of commercial projects. Now, these commercial projects take anywhere from 2 to 3 months for them to get a payout. So we need cash flow right now, which is residential jobs. When they work in residential homes, the cash flow, as soon as they finish the job within 1 to 7 days, they get paid out right away by the homeowner. So I understand that. I know that we're going to be targeting him, and I told him we're going to be targeting residential homeowners right away. While you have the commercial jobs going on in the back end, you get big payouts from there. We have cash flow flowing in, and then that sets me aside. He's like, this guy knows business. He understands me as a business owner. He knows what I need. That sets me aside from any other just marketing company that's just they're trying to tell them, oh yeah, we'll get you more leads, more leads. What kind of leads do you want? You already have to know what they want. And this also comes with doing niche research. Maybe my niche is a little bit different. Maybe you're in the automotive niche. You will understand the cash flow and the long-term projects that they might have. For example, if they're doing, like, say, building an engine, they're paying high money for building an engine, but that takes a while for them to get the full payout. What's fast for them? Is a PPF job faster? Is just ceramic coating faster? What's faster for them to get cash flow? You got to start thinking like a business owner. And giving you a quick example here. For example, this client here, Gabe, I posted his wins on my account, Mondo the Marketer. If you want to follow me there, that's my business account for marketing. I posted his wins. He paid $6,000 up front in his first month. Within 3 weeks in, we already closed $62,000 in projects. Once again, I set very, very low expectations with this client, letting him know First month, we won't see the best results compared to the following month. And as you can see here, the results are already showing on the first month. We are not done yet. We're taking over 2026. Yes, sir. And this is somebody who paid $6,000 up front. Mind you, this client doesn't bug me a lot. He has weekly reports that the team takes care of. He gets notifications. We don't have weekly meetings. We don't have over communication. We're just very clear, and we show them exactly what's currently going on. We keep a clear picture, clear communication, not over communicating, not over explaining. He paid $6,000 up front. Compared to sometimes clients, whenever they have a really tight budget compared to like $400, $600 a month only, those clients want to squeeze the most they can out of that budget because that's the only money that they have to invest. So someone who has a very tight budget, like $600 only a month, they're going to expect outrageous results compared to high ticket clients. High ticket clients are usually easier to work with because they understand that marketing takes time. They understand that business takes time. They're not there just rushing you with all this. They don't expect unrealistic results coming down to it. So high ticket clients are usually better to deal with than low ticket clients. And that to me, it's a proven fact after closing over 150 high paying clients myself for my own agency. Now, this isn't about becoming a different person. It's just simply tightening how you communicate. When you fix your positioning, pricing goes up, clients respect you more, and sales become easier. Same work, better framing. And that's exactly why on my Instagram account, I am set up as Mondo the Marketer, growth partner for contractors, not lead generation for contractors, growth partner for contractors, because we like to set a clear expectation and a clear picture of where we want to take their company. We start off by simply running ads. We start up with the foundation, simply just building out the website, building out a Google My Business, helping them get reviews. What's next? Let's rank up that Google My Business higher. Let's start doing SEO. Once that SEO is up and going, and hey, let's start running ads. Let's set up your Facebook profile. Let's optimize your Facebook profile. Let's optimize your Instagram profile. Let's start posting organic content. Let's start running retargeting ads. We start growing and seeing the bigger vision with them. We don't just want to get quick cash because we want to build long-term partnerships. The longer the clients stay with you, the more money you make. And is like Harmosi said, it's better to make more money from your existing clients than getting new ones. You can make more money from existing clients than going and chasing new clients and new clients and new clients. That's what a lot of agency owners don't talk about here. Now, if this video helped you see how high ticket clients actually think, I'm going to leave a link in the description to a free training. In that training, I break down exactly how to go from 0 to 10K per month with the WAAS model, step by step, no guesswork. You also have the option to book a one-on-one call with me where I can personally help you map out your pot and avoid the most common mistakes. Make sure you watch the pinned video first, and I'll see you again here next week.